Yeah, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be looking at a Rolex Daytona, reference number 116520, kind of an older model. Alright, but that's certainly not to say that it's, beyond timeless, because it absolutely is. Taking a look here, we have a completely steel construction white dial and oyster bracelet. All right, again, reference number 116520. This is a Rolex Daytona in 40 millimeters from finger to thumb. We'll be talking about the case, the dial bezel, as well as the crown functions, the movement, and the bracelet. And I'll be giving you my thoughts on all these throughout the video. And if you stay tuned toward the end, I'll be giving you a little insight as to what makes this one a little interesting, actually. If you see it already, don't spoil it for us in the comments yet. All right, so again, 40 millimeter case from finger to thumb. We have a monoblock middle case entirely out of steel with the screw down case back and the Rolex winding crown to ensure waterproofness down to 100 meters or 330 feet. Again, this is all steel construction, high polish on every conceivable surface of this case, as you can see on the sides, as well as the front of the lugs, complete with my fingerprints as well. So giving that alternating look between lug and the links of the bracelet, satin brush finishing on the outer links with the high polish in the middle, giving it a very nice distinguishing feature, sort of like racing stripes as you would see on a Daytona raceway. Okay, now looking at the bezel sitting right on top, again, also stainless steel, oyster steel, Rolex's own proprietary blend of steel and other compounds to make this a very durable and also high polish sort of presentation that you see here. And note that this is an older model of the Daytona, meaning that all of the numerals here are actually completely upright. They don't sort of rotate around as you go around the tachymeter here, as you can see. All right, now as you can see also I have this in a white dial, complete with the sub-registers. Now this is one of the first models actually to also feature the small seconds at the 6 o'clock, whereas they used to be at the 9 o'clock position. The 12-hour and the 9 o'clock, or the 12-hour chronograph dial and the small seconds were transposed before, but now they've also lined up the chronograph dials to be opposite each other on the sort of like horizontal plane there, where you have the small seconds directly at the bottom at the 6 o'clock position. Very nice sort of silvery sun ray look on those sub registers as well. Gives it a very nice and interesting, fun way to sort of echo that sort of movement that you would see from a Daytona track as well. So Rolex have done very well in this regard. All this underneath a scratch-proof, scratch-resistant sapphire crystal, so no fear of suit threads or buttons potentially damaging it. Now taking a look, we also have the Daytona name in a red ink directly above that sub-register. All right, so you definitely know that you have a Daytona in this if you haven't already figured it out by the chrono pushers. Looking at the functions here of these chrono pushers, they work as you would expect. Simply unscrew them to basically, start and stop the functions here. Now this is a pre-owned watch, so it can get a little sticky sometimes, but anyway, you can see that the chronograph hand in the center is running as smoothly as it is. No sudden stops, no sudden stops. Or it's all sudden starts and sudden stops. There's no weird stuttering motion, and that's thanks to the functionality of the movement at the time, which was actually rather new. All right. Now taking a look at the crown here, we have the same function as you would expect. You simply wind it at the first position. This allows you to wind the watch. 20 to 30 full winds is all you really need to get it started from a dead stop. All right, pull it out to the next and final position. You actually change the time by moving the minute hand. The small seconds hand actually does have that hacking function, so you can set the minute hand precisely based on the seconds hand position, align it with an atomic clock, push it in, get it started once again, screw it back in tightly against the case to ensure that superior water resistance, 100 meters or 330 feet. Now what makes all of this work is the movement, the 4130 movement in this Daytona. It has, let me see, a height of 6.5 millimeters, 44 total joules, a diameter of 30.5 millimeters. It beats at a frequency of 28,800 vibrations per hour. Nothing out of the ordinary with any movement like this from Rolex, certainly within their Daytona line. It has a 72-hour power reserve, thankfully, and that's because you effectively can set this down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday morning, ready to conduct business. No need to wind the watch. Also, it has a bidirectional winding rotor on the inside, so that simply all you need to do is just wind the crown once, and the simple movements of this watch on your wrist as you wear it throughout the day will continue to wind it up to that maximum power reserve. Again, a plus or minus 2 second per day accuracy, nothing absolutely new there from Rolex. All right. And now taking a look at the bracelet here, we also have the Oyster style bracelet, polished, high polish down the center with satin brush finishing on the outside, having a nice gentle taper down to the folding clasp, the safety clasp, which opens up by lifting from the bottom to open up the safety and then just lifting the top to unhook it from the inside. There you have the Rolex stamped logo, and you know that this is entirely a steel construction when it comes to the bracelet. While I'm here, I actually try it on, give you some of my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. All right, now if you know me from my videos, I prefer 36 millimeter case sizes, and that's certainly not an exception here. This is a 40 millimeter, so it's kind of big for me. I have a 7-inch wrist, so I'm not getting too much framing from the bracelet here. I'm getting all dial, and certainly that's not a bad thing when you consider that this is a Daytona. It's all about the dial there. All right, a little bit more on that in a second, because I'll be coming back to the dial in just a moment. But when it comes to the readability, excellent, very easy to read with these index hour marks. And let me actually mention here, there's some glow in the dark capability there from that chroma light there. All right, very easy to see even in low light situations. You can see the minute hand and hour hand both lit up very splendidly with those index hour marks. All right, chroma light gives it an extra span of time, basically, where it just continues to glow, whereas other watches sort of lose their luminescence in under a minute. This one just keeps on going thanks to Rolex's ingenuity there. The sub dials here, very easy to read as well. They sort of pop out against that background of white, very easy to read, very elegant in its styling. And now when we have this 40 millimeter case on my wrist, it sort of hangs a little bit over, but not outward. So I do get extra venting of the wrist underneath these lugs that sort of taper outward, not sort of downward. All right, and not that that's an issue, because the Oyster bracelet does give me plenty of breathing on the wrist. So I'm not going to get sweaty anytime soon, even though summer's coming up really soon here, at least as of the making of this video. All right, so this sort of white dial, highly desirable, and a fully steel construction also very good, because you can make this an everyday wear sort of watch. All steel makes it, not quite as flashy, not quite as crazy valuable in that regard. So you can certainly wear this just about every day. Now, onto the little bit here that I want to focus on, almost literally. Do you see what makes this watch a little bit different? Well, it's that the typography there for the word Chronograph. If you'll notice that the spacing between the R and the A in Chronograph is actually not quite the same as you would find with the rest of the word. And that's due to the, well, to get the technical term, that is the kerning, the spacing between any two letters, all right, is a little bit larger than you would see in the rest of the word. And that sort of makes this dial and this configuration, this entire watch, a little bit more special, a little bit more valuable to collectors, because Rolex doesn't make mistakes, and when they do, well, people will pay for it, certainly. And that's basically what makes this watch quite interesting. It's the kerning between the R and the A, which makes this an APH dial, literally because the last three letters in Chronograph have effectively named this dial the APH dial, and therefore the APH Daytona by extension. All right, so that's really all that's special about this, other than the fact that we still have an excellent power reserve on this watch. You're not going to be able to put this down anyway, so you probably won't even ever run out of power on this watch either. Alright, so anyway, that's about it for this video. I got nothing else for you. Leave us a like, be sure to leave us a comment, let us know what you think about this watch, and does this typography really matter to you? Does the APH matter to you? If so, yeah, let us know. If not, let us know too. Maybe it doesn't matter. Anyway, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, visit us in our online store, jazztime.com. Links in the description below. We'll see you in the next one.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.